What happens when you cross football and volleyball? Let's find out. So we have another explain video. It is Sepak Takraw. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's give it a watch.
Ninh explains the rules of Sepak Takraw.
Sepak Takraw. That's close.
The object of the game is for your team to win 3 sets faster than the opposing team. A team is made up of 3 players and consists of these positions.
Jesus, you've got to be flexible. See, this is a sport I don't think I could do because I cannot lift my leg that high. I cannot jump that high. Yeah, this looks crazy.
To win a set, you must score 21 points and be at least 2 points ahead. If the scores are 21-21, for example, the game carries on until one team has a 2-point lead.
So it's basically the same as badminton and volleyball, and I think volleyball's that same. Well, definitely the same as badminton, I can tell you that.
Up to a maximum of 25 points. To score a point, you must aim to kick the ball, which is usually made of woven rattan or plastic, over the net and hit the floor of your opponent's court. The court is played on a similar sized surface to a badminton court, 13.4 metres long by 6.1 metres wide, and the net is 1.52 metres above the ground. These are the circles the players must stay in during a serve. If the ball is hit onto the lines, this also counts as a point. Hang on, Ninh, this kinda sounds like volleyball mixed with football.
I hadn't even watched this video before I said my little intro. I'm a mind reader.
That's pretty much exactly what this is. Sepak Takraw is sometimes referred to as kick volleyball, and the general rules of volleyball apply, but with the same touching rules as soccer, i.e. you can touch the ball with your legs, body and head, but not your arms or hands. And just like volleyball, a team is allowed a maximum of 3 touches of the ball before it must go over the net and onto your opponent's side of the court. Unlike volleyball, however, a player may take all 3 touches himself.
It's almost, well, you could almost mix it with a little bit of headers and volleys, even though with headers and volleys you're obviously trying to score in a goal, but it's the sort of thing you'd do as a kid when you're in someone's back garden or in the field where you do headers and volleys and you've got to try and keep up, and looks insanely fun and just mental.
A team can opt to take less than 3 touches if they want to, and the game is a back and forth affair with both teams setting up the ball and attacking each other's court. In the sport of Sepak Takraw, however, it's very easy to lose points. There's a lot of things you can't do in Sepak Takraw. You cannot kick the ball onto the ground outside the area of play. You cannot kick the ball into the net and for it to land on your side of the court. You cannot touch the ball with your arms or hands. You cannot touch the net. You cannot lift your foot out of the circles during a serve. You cannot leave your circles during a serve until after the ball has crossed the net. And as earlier mentioned, you cannot touch the ball more than 3 times.
The reactions you must have for this sport, like that is a small ball. To be able to control it with your feet as well. I think it would be simpler. It would obviously be simpler if the ball was slightly bigger, but this is on another level. Like the reactions, the athleticism from these guys.
All of these errors results in your opponents being awarded a point. Once a team has won 25 points and is at least 2 points ahead, they win a set. If both teams have won 2 sets each, the third and final set only goes to 11 points. Winning 2 sets before your opponent wins you the game. Now that's basically Sepak Takraw in a nutshell, but there's a few other things you'll need to understand before playing or going to a game.
It looks quite popular in, I would assume it's quite popular in Asia. You know, Thailand, India, Korea, as shown here. And the stadium looked fairly full, so there must be an audience for it.
Game. For example, block. When an attack is imminent, defenders can jump in the air and try and stop an attack reaching the floor, and players will usually turn their backs and lift their legs to prevent an imminent attack. Spike. This is an attacking shot, usually made by lifting the foot above the net and kicking the ball in a downward direction towards the opponent's floor. These shots are usually difficult to stop.
It's basically the same as tennis, isn't it? And same as badminton. That spike shot is when you get as high over the ball as you can and try and get it just to go over the net and very sharply down, and that's very difficult to stop.
Roll spike. One of the most impressive plays in the game is the roll spike. Players will generate momentum by jumping off one leg, rolling their bodies to kick the ball, and then proceeding to land on the same leg. They do something similar in Taekwondo called the 540 roundhouse, but in Sepak Takraw, this is a roll spike.
It's ridiculous.
Now this game seems ridiculously strange, but as you watch or play Sepak Takraw, the rules will become clear. If you found this video at all helpful, please like, share and subscribe.
Yeah, go like. It doesn't look complicated at all, actually. I don't think it looks remotely complicated because it is basically just kind of volleyball but with the feet. But this must require so much more skill than something like volleyball because you've got to have the athleticism, the reaction, the way they're able to jump and do a rolling spike and things like that. That's insane. And the ball is small. It's not a big ball. So that makes it even harder because you are... less of the ball is touching a surface area, i.e. of your foot, and therefore it's harder to make the ball go in the right direction, if that makes sense. Because ideally, as a football coach myself, you want as much of your body touching the ball when you do a pass or a shot, because you can get more accuracy. Looks insane. Tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to do another Sepak Takraw video. Probably, I don't know what, but I think I've got to explore this some more. Hope you agree. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you next time.